Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to more WWE 2k19 Universe Mod. I'm BrendenPlayz, and this is Monday Night Raw. The focus now is all turned towards Fastlane as we move on from Backlash and begin the build to Fastlane. Fastlane will be coming up in a few weeks' time, and tonight we're going to see the #1 contender for the Universal Championship, Drew McIntyre, in action. He'll be facing the leader of Sanity, Eric Young. Also tonight, Matt Hardy will go one-on-one with Kalisto. We'll also see Becky Lynch. She's in line for an opportunity for the Women's Championship at Fastlane. She'll be up against Alicia Fox, looking to get the momentum building just before her big championship opportunity. Nakamura and Balor, they're going to try it again as a tag team. This week they face the Colognes. Can they pick up a victory? Dolph Ziggler, he will be in action, and he's looking for a win after a string of losses. He'll be taking on Tyler Breeze here tonight. And that match we spoke about a moment ago, Drew McIntyre, he'll meet Samoa Joe at Fastlane tonight. He'll take on the leader of Sanity. That's, of course, Eric Young. And Jeff Hardy will face Bobby Roode in our main event. Matt Hardy picks up the win over Kalisto. Becky Lynch defeats Alicia Fox. Shinsuke and Balor are able to pick up the victory over the Colognes. Well, maybe their tag team can be successful. We'll wait and find out. And Dolph Ziggler, he picks up a victory over Tyler Breeze. Now we'll see Drew McIntyre go one-on-one with Eric Young. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to see this matchup here as Drew McIntyre, the #1 contender for the Universal Championship. He won a fatal 4-way match to get here. Now McIntyre has to make the most of his opportunity. Balor, Nakamura, Owens all stood in his way. He knocked him down and he was able to pick up the victory. I'm going to say I'm a little surprised to see McIntyre in this spot, but this is his biggest match to date in his Universe Mode career. It will be Samoa Joe, the leader of Insurgents, the Universal Champion. He'll take on Drew McIntyre one-on-one. The question will be, will it be one-on-one? We know Insurgents are never far away when it comes to Samoa Joe. Will Drew McIntyre truly get a fair chance at the champion? McIntyre has been impressive since coming to Raw. He's had his issues with an Insurgents member in Bobby Roode. He was in a bit of limbo for a while, but was still picking up wins in the background. Kind of flying on the radar a little bit, Drew. But he's bounced back. And now, when the moment mattered the most, he was able to pick up a win. He beat the Big Show recently to get himself in that 4-way. He won the 4-way, and now Joe awaits. Tonight he faces the leader of Sanity, which of course is Eric Young. So this is a tough matchup for Drew McIntyre. Eric Young, certainly no pushover. And Eric Young, 57% win record here in Universe Mode, clearly knows how to get a dub. And the question will be, can he pick up one over Drew McIntyre tonight? Sanity have been, well, I suppose, lacking and being starved of opportunities themselves. They haven't had their chance to shine as much as they would have liked in recent times. So now, this is the moment where Drew McIntyre will need to be very careful of a dangerous Sanity. Because Sanity, as we said, starved of chances. When they get one like this, they're going to be out to try and make the most of it. Eric Young in the middle, Alexander Wolf, and of course, Killian Dane. It is a very deadly and lethal combination, this trio. You know, I really believe if they can get things right, they can be tag team champions and even more. Of course, the tag team champions are currently the Revival. And we saw Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy. They'll be in action tonight. Matt Hardy with a victory earlier on. Jeff in our main event against Bobby Roode. Well, those two men, former tag team champions, now splitting up. They've been forced to split up by our general manager Christian and now face each other in Fastlane. Talk more about that one later on. The winner will stay, the loser will leave Raw. And that will mean perhaps that there is an opening for Sanity in the tag team division, which would be huge for them. But we saw Shinsuke Nakamura and Finn Balor teaming up. I wonder if they'll try and make that a full-time deal. If they do, I really believe they might be the toughest team to beat here in the tag team division, of course, apart from the Revival. because you got two elite level talent, two guys that can be world champions in one tag team. That's that is going to be tough to beat for anybody. McIntyre coming after Sanity's leader to start things off here. Eric Young taken down with a suplex. They're just dropping him down as now a boot to the face. Drew McIntyre looking for, I think, a comfortable victory. I'm sure he's looking for a tough challenge. He'll get that tonight. Eric Young will be very difficult for him to beat. But I think McIntyre will look just to get through Eric Young tonight and continue his focus on Samoa Joe for a few weeks' time when we get to Fastlane. You know, as Eric Young, look out, he goes for the neck breaker. Slowly connected there. Drew McIntyre won't be out to, I think, do too much, do anything fancy, do anything crazy. Samoa Joe waits, and that obviously is the first opportunity he's got at a one-on-one matchup for the Universal Championship. And I don't know if there'll be a time where he'll get another opportunity for that title. So many great competitors right now competing here on Raw with, as we said, Nakamura, Balor, Braun Strowman. He'll face Randy Orton at Fastlane, Strowman will. And we can confirm that that match will actually be a steel cage match. Of course, let's not forget Strowman. He's been hit with the RKO a number of times from Randy Orton over the last number of weeks. And it just seems as though we can't get both those guys in the same ring at the same time unless one of them is fighting another from behind or, the blind side, the ambush. That seems to be the nature of the game. And now, as we look to get a fairer one-on-one match between Strowman and Orton, a steel cage is our GM's solution. Christian believing we lock him inside a steel cage, there's no chance for insurgents to interfere, and hopefully we can get a result there. Well, it's close nonetheless right now as Drew McIntyre has a hold of Eric Young, gonna pick him up, and hits him with a pile driver. The good old school pile driver. Love to see it from Drew. You don't see it very often from him, but when he pulls it out, it's very effective. As you can see right now, Eric Young stunned a little bit. McIntyre looking to go for the kill right now. Young sweeping him off his feet. Well, Eric Young has gained some support of the fans, but I think that support is slipping away from him in recent times. He really did have the backing of the fans, and there was a lot of belief in Sanity that the group itself could achieve a lot of success, despite the fact that they're a little out there, they're a little crazy. They're just able to spark the interest of the fans and their support. But that seems to be slipping away quite rapidly. Now that the opportunities are really becoming few and far between, the fans have, I wouldn't say giving up on them, but losing a little bit of confidence, a little bit of hope in Sanity and their chances of becoming tag team champions down the line. And that's never good. And Eric Young, I think, would just like to remind the fans that Sanity is here, and they are a force to be reckoned with. With a victory over Drew McIntyre tonight, he'll certainly do that. As Young off the top here, lining up Drew McIntyre, going to go for it. What's he got planned? McIntyre, nearly had it scouted, but Young still able to connect and flew off the top and found his mark. And now he'll celebrate in the corner. Not sure about that one, wasting a bit of time. McIntyre grabs him. Oh no! To the outside of the ring! Oh no! He gets met with a suplex outside of the ring. And that's what you get for wasting time. Well, when you got a guy like Drew McIntyre on the ropes there, he's down, he's stunned. You got to take advantage of it. And Eric Young, he's a veteran, but that's a rookie mistake. Count of 4 now is Drew McIntyre with a right hand. Eric Young, again a little rattled. And now just tosses him down the outside. More and more punishment here for Eric Young. And McIntyre gets him back in the ring with a count of 7 now. Eric Young, he's down. He's hurting. McIntyre looks like he's getting ready to try and put him away. Looking for one last finishing touch on this match. McIntyre, headbutt. Down goes EY. Eric Young hurting, and not a lot that Sanity can do right now other than watch on because their leader is getting hurt. He's losing here. This is slipping away from him. He's got to try and find something. Can he find anything at all? Again, working away on those legs. Eric Young struggling now. Drew McIntyre keeping him grounded. And now Eric Young can barely even get to his feet. His legs are that sore. He's struggling. And oh no, gonna line him up with a future shock. DDT. Hooks the leg. Young's in trouble. And that'll be all. McIntyre with a win. Wow, McIntyre showing a little bit of his sadistic side there. Really targeting the limbs there and the leg of Eric Young in particular. Picked him up. Future shock DDT. Lights out. Game over. McIntyre, impressive. No doubt about that. Drew McIntyre sealing the deal. Getting the job done. And his preparations for Joe are looking very good indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, we're backstage here with Scott Dawson, who's representing the Revival here tonight. Scott, we understand that you have an important announcement to make. Yes, I do. As of right now at Fastlane, the Revival does not have tag team opponents. After defeating the Hardy Boys, and let's face it, we ended the Hardy Boys' career as a tag team. We took them out of the game. We're now left with nobody to face. At Fastlane, we want a match, we want to compete, we want to defend, and we want to prove to the world that we are the best tag team in the world, just like we've done over the last number of months. So, we're looking for somebody to beat. We're looking for somebody to lose to us. Next week on Monday Night Raw, I am inviting any tag team, anybody, to come to the ring and look us right in the eye and accept our challenge for Fastlane. I don't care who it is, I don't care who you are, what you've done, what you've accomplished. All we want as the Revival is to face somebody at Fastlane. So, next week on Raw, we're going to be in the ring. We're going to be waiting. And we want to know who's going to step up and who's going to face us at Fastlane for the WWE Raw Tag Team Championships. Well, the Revival are on the hunt for new opponents for Fastlane. And, well, the open challenge is there. Whoever wants it, come and take it. Next week on Raw, we'll find out who will take that spot and who will face the Revival at the upcoming Fastlane pay-per-view. They said that they ended the careers of the Hardy Boys as a tag team. They might be right. And that's a big scalp to have under the belt of the Revival, basically saying that they were the ones to end this team. Now one of them will have to leave Raw. Yes, Christian has said it. One of these two men, Matt or Jeff Hardy, will need to leave Raw, as Christian believes there's just not room on the roster for both of them. He wants to find out which Hardy is the best one to keep, and the other one will be traded away and go over to Smackdown. You know, it's a bad situation, to be honest. It's a tricky one. You don't want to ever see it. You don't want to see, you know, two best friends fight each other, let alone brothers now fighting each other. Especially when there's no bad blood between both Hardy Boys. In fact, both Hardy Boys were willing to keep this team alive. They wanted to go back in the tag division and try again. But it was just not to be. Well, Bobby Roode on his way to the ring, of course a member of Insurgents. Let's not forget about his success over the last number of weeks, racking up the wins. And we've got some news for you as well regarding Bobby Roode. Our GM Christian is all but set on Bobby Roode to face John Cena at Fastlane. Christian just wants to see Bobby Roode beat Jeff Hardy tonight. If he can do that, Roode will lock it in, and he will have the opportunity at John Cena for the Intercontinental Championship at Fastlane. Could be a big night for Insurgents. Bobby Roode could walk out as the Intercontinental Champion. Joe could win again, and Insurgents could get even stronger. Bobby Roode, here he is against Jeff Hardy, one-on-one, as Jeff with a great start. Alright, there you go. Nice start there from Jeff Hardy. Lots of proof tonight from Jeff. As a singles competitor, I don't think he's really shown us what he's fully capable of doing. But no doubt about it, himself as a tag team has been mighty successful. They've only ever lost to the Revival here in Universe Mode, have the Hardy Boys. Now, of course, the Usos were added to that list just recently as well. And I think that was probably the end of the Hardy Boys as a tag team when their loss to the Usos. I think they're well and truly finished now. Christian's had enough. He wants to get rid of one of them. And it's interesting Christian wants to keep the better of the two. Clearly he wants to make sure that his roster stays strong, but also trying to, well, you know, I guess he's got a bit of a point because right now you look at Raw and there's a lot of guys all gunning for the same type of position. You know, you got the likes of Dolph Ziggler, you've got Elias, you've got Bobby Roode here, Kevin Owens, Nakamura, Balor. These guys all gunning to become IC champs, perhaps even Universal Champion. And there's no doubt about it, you got a guy like Jeff Hardy, nice move there from Roode. No doubt about it. It's someone like Jeff Hardy, you know, he's world champion caliber. No doubt about that. Matt Hardy, I believe he could get there as well. As Roode all misses. So when you got a guy like that, that's two guys entering back into as a singles, and well, it makes it even more difficult for a lot of the guys originally here on Raw to get opportunities. And you know, we said it early on with Sanity, they've been starved of opportunities in the tag team division. Well, that's probably because there's a lot of great teams right now in the tag division, but a little spot opens up when the Hardy Boys leave. It means that 2 spots are filled in the singles. And only one of them will remain. As now Jeff, oh no, what is he doing? Up on the top, Jeff Hardy. We know he's a high risk taker. This one not as high risk. A little bit more conservative there from Jeff Hardy. I think that was probably the right call. Hitting the elbow off the top. Diving to the outside. As he shrugs him off there, is now Jeff, tempted right hand, gets shrugged away again. And now Roode has a hold of Jeff Hardy. And, off the apron there. Nicely done there by Bobby Roode. Well, you know, we look at Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy. Well, obviously Jeff Hardy has had more success overall in his career, but there's no doubt that I believe Matt Hardy can reach the heights of a Jeff Hardy as well. And he's got a lot of upside, as does Jeff, and there's so much to be excited about when it comes to the Hardy Boys entering as singles. We haven't seen them here before in Universe mode, but it's a big opportunity. As now Roode in a bit of trouble. But I just get the feeling that Jeff Hardy right now, you know, is his mindset all there? Is his confidence all there? Because he hasn't been a singles competitor here in Universe mode. It's been all about the tag team division. Now he's trying to transition back into as a singles. That could take a while to get right. That certainly could take a while to, you know, get things going for yourself and get used to being it all on your own. Is now Bobby Roode. Here we go. Over the top, Bobby Roode. You don't normally see that from Roode, but he's taking a risk knowing what's on the line here. A spot on the line at Fastlane against the Intercontinental Champion, Bobby Roode, looking to do it all here tonight. I like that from Roode. Showing a bit more aggression, showing a bit more assertiveness. He's trying his best here to lock down this match against John Cena, who is coming off a win over, well, he's beaten all members of Insurgents other than Samoa Joe. In the past, he has beaten Joe, yes, but well, we look at the situation. He's beaten Elias. He's beaten Kevin Owens. I think Bobby Roode is sick and tired of Insurgents losing to John Cena. It's time for somebody to step up and beat him. And I think Bobby Roode might be that man. Bobby Roode has looked at the tag division and he's kind of looked at it and said, well, I think I could be a great tag team competitor with Elias, but at the same time, I think Roode has still got an eye on as a singles. He's the longest reigning NXT champion in Universe mode history, and he's had so much success there. Title defense after title defense, as he's just been a little bit cocky at the moment. But, you know, it's a close situation here as Roode continues the offense on Jeff. Yeah, Roode getting a bit cocky there as the crowd were fired up, and knowing that this match is getting close here and perhaps seeing a winner if Jeff Hardy's not careful. Well, Roode, all that single success has to amount to something here on the main roster. And I think with a win over Jeff tonight, it might just give him the belief that, yes, he can beat Cena. Somebody might be able to finally take him down. As now Bobby Roode ducking underneath here. Jeff Hardy is going to put an end to that as quickly as possible. These guys are going back and forth here. A couple of exchanges. Now the single leg takedown there by Jeff. A bit of a shaky start from Jeff Hardy, but he's got a chance to recover now. As he picks up Roode, going to drive him into the corner. Jeff Hardy going to try and quicken the pace, and there's a strike in the corner there. Well, this is a big match for Jeff. If he can beat Roode tonight, it might just give him the edge over Matt Hardy, who did pick up a win earlier on here on Raw as well. Both guys, I think, are definitely coming into Fastlane with some momentum under their belts. Obviously, as a tag team, they've had a lot of success, but they're now looking for wins here as a singles over the last number of weeks. And you know, Matt Hardy with a win tonight, Jeff with a win would also give him a much-needed confidence boost that he can do it on the big stage as a solo. It's not easy to do it all. You know, it's not easy to come here, be a tag team, and transition away. The Hardy Boys If anyone can do it, it might be them. But they are veterans at this point. They are much older. Roode's a veteran as well. He knows everything about this game. Very crafty customer. Jeff Hardy experiencing that right now, but he's not giving up hope. Jeff would love a win. So far, Jeff Hardy has been nearly unbeatable at times. He's only lost 30% of his matches. 70% win record. As, oh, Jeff Hardy gets caught up on the ropes there. Jeff has been incredible. But right now, he's facing the music as Roode. Glorious DDT! Jeff's down! Roode has got it! No, the shoulder is up. Wow. Jeff Hardy able to pick the shoulder up and able to keep this match alive. Well, Bobby Roode a little stunned there. I thought he had him. Looks like he won't, and Bobby Roode's going to try and regroup here. Well, it's not easy at all, that's for sure. And you got a guy like Jeff Hardy, who's one of those guys that just does not quit. He'll do whatever it takes. He'll put his body on the line for a victory. And Roode quickly finding out the heart that Jeff Hardy has. As now Jeff going to pick up Roode and slams him straight back down in front of him. Jeff Hardy with the right hand. This is truly the first big night for Jeff as a solo. He wants to start with a win. Now looking to go to the top. This might be the move that gets him the dub. Jeff Hardy, no, not going for the swanton. Okay, thought Roode might be getting ready to roll out of position. It probably was the wise choice. Connecting there with the drop kick. And now drops down with a leg as well. I don't mind this from Jeff Hardy. Just try and take a bit more of a conservative approach. Jeff has Roode on the second rope. Where's Mysterio when you need him? Jeff Hardy, he'll do something similar. He'll use the ropes to his advantage. And he'll connect there on the back of Roode. This could be all here for Bobby. And a kick out. Jeff Hardy looking very, very good at the moment in this last little period. Starting to really get it together after a slowish start. Bobby Roode facing the music, but Roode needs to get this win here. Oh, what a splash there by Roode. Found the counter, decided he'll just jump straight down on Jeff, and that'll work. Roode gets a spot at John Cena. If he can win tonight, Jeff Hardy would perhaps prove that he might be the brother to beat at the moment. He might be the favorite heading into Fastlane in the loser leaves Raw match. And Bobby Roode working away on the leg, driving the knee, and continues to drive it in. And more punishment here from Bobby Roode. Jeff Hardy, you can see he's kind of feeling that left leg a little bit now. And, oh, Jeff with a block, shot to the midsection. And Jeff Hardy, shoulders down, they're still down. This could be all for Bobby Roode. He'll kick out. Jeff Hardy nearly surprising Roode there by keeping the shoulders down and looking to go for the cover and the pinning predicament. Now the shot to midsection. Twist of fate. Oh, that might be it for Bobby Roode. And Jeff Hardy gets met with that at Fastlane. It might be it for him too. Jeff Hardy looking excellent right now. Is this going to be it for Bobby Roode? He wasted a little bit of time getting to the cover after the twist of fate. May have cost him giving a small little chance for Roode to recover. Now, going to the top now. Bobby Roode is in striking position. Swanton, no. Bobby Roode with a counter. Inside cradle. Here we go. No, Jeff with a quick kick out. Not allowing a pin or even a count to occur there. And that will upset Roode a little bit. Oh no! Glorious DDT! The hook of the leg. Jeff is down and he's kicked out again. Oh my goodness, Bobby Roode is just, he can't believe it. How does Jeff Hardy kick out there? Bobby Roode is irate. He is stunned. How does Jeff stay in this? And now, up on the shoulders. Big time Roode bomb. Jeff goes down, and after being met with the glorious DDT, surely he's got nothing left. Bobby Roode just can't quite catch a break. Gonna try and do everything he can to keep Jeff Hardy down. Is there anything left in the tank for Jeff? He's been met with a few moves. Jeff is hurting. And that'll be all. Bobby Roode building a bit of a combination there. He hit the glorious DDT. He struck him down with a big time Roode bomb. And then I think he might have even gone lowish, below the belt. Late there on Jeff, who I think was already done. Jeff Hardy was already struggling. I don't know how he kicked out of the glorious DDT. I thought he was finished there. Perhaps instinct alone. Bobby Roode couldn't believe it, but to his credit, he did get frustrated, but he was able to recompose himself and find a way to close this match out. Not the prettiest of wins from Roode, but what it will mean is Roode will go to Fastlane. Bobby Roode didn't pick up the best win of his life, but a win is a win. And it means now Insurgents will have a double play at Fastlane when Bobby Roode will take on none other than the WWE Intercontinental Champion, John Cena. It'll be Roode versus Cena one-on-one at Fastlane. The title is on the line. Ladies and gentlemen, that is all we have time for this edition of Universe Mode. If you want to know more about Fastlane, you can check it out on the website, BrendenPlayz.com, for all of your Universe Mode coverage. Check that out. And while you're there, join our Discord. It's free to join. You can keep the Universe Mode discussion happening over there. We'll talk about wrestling in general, including WrestleMania happening in real life. It's going to be a big one. You want to be on the live chat for WrestleMania here on the Discord. All of us are going to come along and chat WrestleMania live. It's always so much fun to chat about the big event. And that will be happening when WrestleMania goes live, not too far away. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, that is all we have time for this edition. Subscribe and leave a like to see more. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.